What's up? If you've never been on here before, my name is Grant, and I kind of just recap my journey along on here. This light is showing every single speck of everything. Um, been a minute. I gotta fix this. Been a minute. Um, yeah, man. This channel here is kind of where I shoot everything raw, document my journey. Super boring, but if you want to stick around, awesome. Um, I am just basically going over how I'm like really stupid and once we make it, then they can look back and be like, oh, this kid was a dumbass and still figured it out, right? And that's the main idea. It's been a little bit since I put anything on here. I'm working on doing like a giant video since quitting my job, and it's been like 3 months, and I'm kind of, dude, this shows like everything. This light is so fucking bright, dude. There's like shit in my hair. I just pulled this out of the dryer. There's like lint all over it. Anyways, yeah, man, welcome. So, how have things been going as far as like my journey, right? So, quit my job a couple months back, moved into my buddy Nate's warehouse to work from there. And like I've just been a massive idiot. Just a massive idiot. Like things are not progressing at all. And I just wanted to kind of document this hardship real quick, just to kind of lay out how things are it's important to document the things that don't go right as well. Also, I should probably like fix this camera. Anyway, sorry, this is just my channel where I just like yap and like real raw thoughts. Um, Let me get some real quick. So we'll go over this in a second. So I have a company called Gover Digital right there, which is basically where I'm trying to set up AI automations and basically create like a user interface. Let me actually you guys can take a peek at this lovely setup. Yeah, cool website, all this stuff, yada yada. Setting up on Replit right now. Great, it's reconnecting. Okay, you guys don't get to see the preview. Maybe later. Anyways, um, basic idea is to create AI agents specifically for real estate agents or investors. Give them tools. I'm trying to niche down a little bit. Always been really bad at niching down, and it's been going like extremely slow. And I've been trying to get this going for a little while. It's just like the main problem has been me, right? And we'll go over that in a second. But it's just been like a series of poor decisions over and over and over and over. Not even poor decisions. It's just lack of making decisions. Um, well, partially. I'll go over this thing in a moment. But there's just been a lot of time where I've just not been changing my behavior. And you like the definition of doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome is the definition of insanity. I said that backwards, but you get the point. So I've basically just been doing a lot of the same stuff and expecting things to change, and like I genuinely do not know how to get myself to change. And I've been doing this for 3 months now, where it's like I really want to make something happen, but I don't know if this goes back to like childhood or something, or just like I don't know what, but like I guess I'm okay with failure, right? Because you always hear, oh yeah, failure helps build you and become a better person, and all that great stuff. And so like I've been doing that constantly for the past like 3 months, and I've been doing it when I tried building other businesses, and it like doesn't work out. Um, I've always like this is a blessing and a curse, but like if something doesn't go the way that I want it to go, I've always had this ability to just be like, okay, is what it is, right? And that's good and bad. It leaves like no stress in my life because I didn't used to be this way, but I guess I kind of picked this up somehow. Um, but it leaves like no stress in my life because I'm like able to immediately accept situations. But that's also bad because that means that I can't like if something goes wrong, I'm just gonna go. okay, instead of trying to fix the problem, right? Um, so yeah, that's the big struggle is starting a business. A lot of things go wrong. Instead of trying to fix things, I think a lot of it has just been, okay, that's fine. And like I haven't had any drive to like really keep pushing. I'm not motivated by money, but I will be very soon. Explain why in a second. But like I don't know why this again, blessing and a curse. I don't really care about money all that much. I just want to be able to do what I want when I want. I want my three freedoms, right? So time, financial, location. I don't have to be a trillionaire. Don't have to be the richest man on earth. I just want to be able to have my freedom, right? And whatever amount of money it is that gets me to there, awesome. Um, so I think the combination of these two things has been like really, really holding me back because I don't have an obsession with money, right? I'm not actively going out and trying to chase it. It's kind of more like for the past couple of years since I've been working. So I guess since 16 to I quit right before my 20th. So like roughly 3, almost 4 years of working. It's always kind of been like I go to do work for the sake of like doing work. And then the paycheck just kind of shows up. I've never been like huge on budgeting. Um, I get that there's an advantage to it, but again, it's always kind of like I always just want to do more work to get to the point that I want to be at rather than like scraping pennies together. It's just why don't I just work harder instead of trying to box it all up and you know what I'm saying? Anyways, maybe a poor mentality. Anywho, series of bad decisions. Um, one, lack of making any. Number two, just again, kind of not budgeting. I'm running out of money. I quit my job like 3 months ago to fully pursue marketing, and I had this marketing company. And I was thinking, oh, okay, awesome. I am going to quit my current job to go into this space and use AI as leverage because other places aren't doing that, and I'm gonna optimize a bunch of my stuff. And then I got super deep into it, and it ended up being a case where I was like, oh, AI is so advanced, this isn't even gonna be a market anymore. Why don't I just set up the agents that just do the whole thing? And then I like really fell in love with like the AI workspace and like just the amount of possibility that it opens up to anyone. It's really really cool. So I'd like to be at the forefront of that. I just spit everywhere. That was really gross. Anywho, that stuff. I'm running out of money. I sold a bunch of stocks to be able to get me to this point. That's running out, so not a good look. Third one. I wonder how much of this I can. Speeding ticket. Uh, I was alleged somebody in a car allegedly told me hit 100 or you're a pussy, and then I allegedly went 135 and allegedly drifted around a roundabout for a total of $880. So that adds to my other problem of money. Uh, so it's like it's coming down to the wire, man. So it's kind of like I need to get this going, or I'm like fucked, bad, like really really bad. Um, yeah, man. So like just super stressed. I gotta close some clients here soon, and I guess that's always been my hang up. I I've started a couple businesses in the past. I've done like at first I wanted to run like pay per click and like Facebook Meta ad. I guess this was before Meta was a thing. So like Facebook and Instagram ads. I had like a couple drop shipping stores. I had physical product. I had I don't know, probably something else I'm forgetting. I think I already said drop shipping. Anyways, I've tried doing a couple things, and my main issue was like I'd always set up everything for it. I'd build websites for it. I'd have all the suppliers I'd have all the stuff, and then I'd never reach out to anybody or like send out any emails or do any of that stuff. And I don't know why. I think it's something to do with like not wanting to bother people or like not wanting to make people buy my shit. Like I hate asking for people for money. And to kind of get around that, I wanted to get a marketing job, actually got a job in sales, and I was like, okay, we'll try this. And I did really well at it, but I never really asked people to buy any of my shit. So I guess like I don't know. That's just my huge roadblock. Also, peeped the fucked up Celsius can. I picked up the case and it had been dropped at some point, and it was all like taped back together. Anywho, I just came on here to basically say that like I'm really fucking this shit up, and it's basically like do or die time, and I need to like summon the need to care. If that makes sense, because like I don't know, I just like I never really get anxiety or like worry about stuff because I used to have all that stuff really bad, and I think I blocked it out or something, and so it's like now when things are going really poorly, I feel like everything's gonna be okay, but like maybe I need to come to reality a little bit and be like, okay, we need to fucking lock in and do this. So yeah, man, that's basically all I had. Just kind of ranting about my shit, letting you know that like it's like I'm about to sneeze. Goddamn. Anyways, yeah, just basically coming on here to rant and say like, dude, like this is a fucking like really do or die moment where like I need to get this off the ground like immediately, and basically everything's all set up. I having a little bit of trouble with like the UI for this thing. I do need to get that fully good to go, but I mean like realistically I could start calling people tomorrow and sell it. It's just not being a pussy and just doing the thing. So I don't know. What the fuck is that? Is some sort of look at that motherfucker, bro. Anyways, whoop, hello. That's all I had. Thank you for listening to this really boring video. Yeah, hopefully next video I post will be like I hit $20,000 this month. Anyways.